Yo, what up everybody? So today I want to talk to you guys about the Boruto chapter 31 spoilers that have recently come out and the major implications and the fallout that's going to come when the chapter actually gets released. Obviously this video is going to be a major spoiler heavy video, so if you're an anime only viewer, there's a ton of content that is on the channel that doesn't deal with spoilers. I highly recommend checking out some of that stuff. I thank you greatly for your support of the channel. It means more to me than you guys will ever realize. Now, with that being said, I want to talk to those of you who are still here who are okay with the spoilers. Now, part of the reason why you guys are seeing this video on Friday around 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is because when I found out about the spoilers, I was at work on Thursday, and by the time I got home and actually got an opportunity to record the video and edit it and start to try and upload it, it would have been late on Thursday night because I typically get off work around 5-6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that's part of the reason why you guys are seeing it now. Now, with that part being said, these spoilers are absolutely insane, and I do want to say this. I talked to you guys way back at the beginning of the month. I said, for those of you who are making all these jokes about Delta, and I made some in the video, but I said for all you guys making jokes about Delta, you have to at least acknowledge the possibility that she's gonna hand Naruto his ass during this fight. And I made what I feel is a pretty decent case in the Naruto versus Delta video where I asked, will Delta defeat Naruto? And towards the end of that video, I kept saying like the ninja tech and the ninja weapons tools, when you start looking at that, this could play a huge role in the fight. And sure enough, in these spoilers, when the scans come out, which I can't put on the actual screen right now because of the huge copyright issue that's going on, and as someone who's had to deal with Shueisha in the past when it comes to copyright strikes, it's not worth putting the panels up for a recent Boruto chapter because you are going to get flagged for that. You are going to get a copyright strike, so I can't put it up there. But what I can say is that there is a Reddit thread that has the spoiler scans out there, and what we are seeing in these scans is that Delta is giving Naruto a run for his money. And this isn't just base Hokage Naruto. This is Hokage Naruto in his Sage of Six Paths chakra mode, which is absolutely insane. And I think that when you look at the information that we've gotten in the Boruto manga about how powerful Jigen is, this has given us an idea for where the other members of Kara rank at. Now, it should be worth noting that Kawaki did say that when he felt Naruto's presence, that Naruto felt just as strong as Jigen, if not a little stronger. So Jigen is probably going to scale to Naruto. However, the fact that Delta's keeping up with the suppressed Naruto in that Sage of Six Paths chakra mode is impressive in itself. And what you have to look at with this is she's using the ninja tech, which is absolutely important. The Boruto movie began showing us that this next generation of shinobi are not just going to be relying on power, but instead they're going to be relying on the ninja tech. They're going to be relying on the smarts that comes from being able to use that ninja tech in the appropriate way and to maximize the possibility of the effectiveness. That's the whole reason why Naruto is even testing out the ninja tech with that prosthetic arm that Katasuke made for him that allows him to absorb ninjutsu. He can't fire it back, but he can absorb ninjutsu. And when you look at what Delta's done, Delta is transforming her limbs and she's attacking Naruto. At one point, she's able to pierce his QB cloak, the Sage of Six Paths cloak. She's able to, and she stabs Naruto pretty damn well in that scene. And another time, Naruto uses a Rasengan and Delta is able to absorb it and shoot it back out. And the reason for that is her body is just like Kawaki's. It's essentially a scientific ninja tool. She's basically a walking cyborg like Kawaki, which is absolutely insane. It opens up a huge realm of possibilities for what the next few battles in the Boruto series could indeed be like. And what I also found very interesting in this is the fact that you do have that one moment where Naruto looks like he's in a great deal of amount of pain. And it does get stated in Organic Dinosaur's live thoughts and summary as she's updating everything before she actually works on the translation for the upcoming Boruto chapter, it does get stated in there that Naruto is holding back because he's trying to gather intel. And I think that's very important. I think that that's something that a lot of people are missing. When you look at what we know about Car, a lot of it comes from Boruto and Team 7 and Konohamaru's interaction with them. But the other thing is the only other person who's been able to successfully gather intel on them is Sasuke. So it makes sense that Naruto would tell Ino to keep everybody away, and that he's using this fight as an opportunity to gain information. Because when you go back to the whole thing with the Akatsuki, that's how Konoha got information on the Akatsuki. They had to fight him. And after surviving the fights, they're able to gain the information. And Shikamaru was seen collecting that book, giving the different information. And yes, you know, Kabuto ended up giving a book as well with detailed information on the Akatsuki, which helped them in their aid. However, that's why Naruto has to do this. But the same thing can be said about Delta. It becomes clear in some of those scans and some of the new information that's come out about this chapter that Delta's a bit surprised, and it almost feels as if she underestimated how strong Naruto is, which is absolutely crazy. We're talking about Naruto. We're talking about the ninja Jesus of the Naruto universe, a guy who saved the ninja world 3 times. So obviously, when you start talking about the most powerful ninja, obviously she couldn't have thought that all this ninja weapons tech and everything is enough to overcome him. But at the same time, this gives her an opportunity to gather information on him. We know Kashin Koji is watching this fight in the shadows somewhere. Kashin Koji is getting information on Naruto. And the fact that she has ninja tech that can actually pierce Naruto's cloak lets us know that Car is working with some really insane ninja tech. They're working with some really insane ninja tech. And the fact that this is happening, it means that even people who might not be on Naruto's level physically, using the ninja tech, they can level the playing field. And so it's grounding the series a lot more. And I think that's a really good idea. I think it's a good idea. It opens up the door to further expand on the world building and to give us an opportunity to see Naruto being vulnerable. That's something that we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen Naruto vulnerable and in an uncomfortable situation. However, at the same time, the lack of tension does exist here. And the fact that so far in these scans, we haven't seen Naruto unleash some of his most powered jutsu lets us know that he's holding back a great deal against Delta. But the fact that Delta is even keeping up with suppressed Naruto and dominating, that in itself is impressive. And I think that that is a very bold move, because when you start having female characters who can do stuff like this, you know, one of the things I've seen in my many years of reading shonens is that a lot of times that can rub the fan base in a different way. That can rub them in a different way when a female character is dominating somebody, especially a popular male character. So I think that is a good move. However, I do think that going forward, if we are going to have this, we need to have somebody like Sarada who is built up to take down Delta. That's why I think the major implications in this could come forward, because Delta versus Sarada would be something as a bit of a stepping stone for Sarada as she goes on her path to become Hokage, because Delta fought the 7th Hokage, and Sarada's going to learn that Naruto seemingly struggled with Delta to a certain extent. So that gives her a bit of a benchmark, because Sarada obviously wants to be the 8th Hokage. But I think that it's crazy that the Car organization even has a ninja weapons tool that allows them to absorb Naruto's Rasengan, which in itself, Naruto's Rasengans are freaking next level in terms of power, freaking next level. I almost dropped the F-bomb, but I gotta watch it because of YouTube. But the thing is, it's like Naruto packs a lot. And even when you factor in attack potency, Naruto's pumping out a lot of chakra. And so the fact that she can absorb it and shoot it back, and she shoots it back in a level of speed that almost catches Naruto off guard, that tells you the level of skill she's got with the ninja tech. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's a good idea that they're using ninja weapons tech in this type of a manner? And what do you think is going to happen with Boruto and Himawari and Kawaki with them being so close by? What do you think is going to happen? You know, do you think that what I was talking about in the videos after Boruto chapter 30, where I said, hey, Kashin Koji is probably gonna make a move on Himawari or Kawaki or somebody. What do you guys think? How do you guys kind of see that playing out? But as always, guys, before we get out of here real quick, I do want to say that going forward, you know, if you guys haven't picked up on the pattern, or if you're new here, what I try and do is I try to have the Boruto chapter review at the end of the month, and then the first week of the next month or the week following the chapter review, I do a bunch of spoiler heavy content the following week, and then it's back to our regularly scheduled program. So for those of you who might be complaining about spoilers, just know that when the Boruto chapter comes out the next week, I'm gonna have a lot of spoiler content on the channel, but give it another week and we're gonna be back to discussions that aren't gonna be spoiler heavy. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share, and